The lamp's not on.
Oh no!
Nah.
Sorry.
Yay!
Okay, hi, I'm Tegan.
I'm Sav.
And we're your band moms.
Woo!
Today we are gonna paint, pictures. Don't know what we're gonna make yet, but we're also going to do a hashtag metal tag. Metal tag?
The metal tag.
You put a hashtag there.
I know,
I'm reading my script.
I'm trying to be hip with the kids.
Hip and cool. Yeah, so if you guys don't know who we are already, we already introduced ourselves, but basically we're just talking about metal and trying to make an inclusive environment for everyone. There's a lot of people out there who seem to know a lot about everything, and we don't.
No, we don't.
We know nothing. We know like zero things. So we're just trying to make everyone feel like they're included. This isn't a hostile environment.
No elitism here.
No, so we're just here to have fun.
So we're gonna ask each other questions back and forth. We'll answer them. You feel free to answer them too in the comments and let us know how you guys got into metal and what you're into.
Okay, how old were you when you first got into metal? How old were you? Age?
I was
Give me
probably
an age.
like a small bean sprout. I mean, I guess it depends what you classify as metal, because I mean, like my first heavier band that I really loved was AC/DC, so they kind of started me out. And then you get into the heavier stuff like Iron Maiden. I think Number of the Beast was one of the first songs I ever heard. So yeah, I was probably like a small bean sprout.
I feel like I was probably the same age. I can't remember that far back. But if I think about music-wise, I just remember listening to the radio. Well, I guess Metallica.
Yeah.
Metallica's the biggest one that got me into it.
Enter Sandman.
Yep, like that mid-90s goals.
Big radio hits.
Yeah, big radio
Hell
hits. So
yeah.
that would have gotten me into metal. Plus, I guess, you know, whatever my parents were listening to, so.
Yeah.
So that would be introduction, but then like as you got a little bit older, it was definitely like much music.
Totally.
What's your favorite subgenre?
I like Doom. Doom is probably my favorite, but also like traditional heavy metal. I mean, I'm wearing an Iron Maiden shirt, so that's kind of like where it all started for me. But now as I get older and wiser and more sleepy, the slow and sad life is for me. So I'd say Doom.
Doom?
Mm.
I'm a deathcore bitch.
I had no idea. You can't tell.
That I very much like brutal death metal though. That's a close second. So
yeah, death metal is something I've more recently gotten into, and I am here for it. Also, like any post metal, because I'm a really big fan of like post punk, so like post black metal. I'm here for.
give me band examples.
Do you know Numenorian?
No.
They played at like Mutants Post. They're from Calgary, I think. They're just like, or Deaf Heaven would be kind of like posty. It's got like those really nice delays and like kind of like, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here for it. What would you say your least favorite subgenre is if we have to pick one? Choose our favorite kids, we can choose our least favorite kids.
I'm very particular with my metalcore.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose, you know what? I can't get into industrial.
Oh, so like Rammstein?
I like them because of like one or two songs.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like that's all I'm doing.
Totally.
I respect them. I just can't get into it.
But you really like nu metal, don't you?
Love new metal.
I feel like there's a lot of crossover.
There is. Absolutely, 100%. But industrial metal,
Different.
I think it's a little bit different. And you know what? I could totally be wrong, but that's okay because we don't have to be right.
We don't have to be right. That should be our tagline.
We don't have to be right.
You said that at the same time. That was very cute. Least favorite subgenre would probably be kind of in the war metal realm. Very also, like it kind of hits with black metal, but I like black metal, but I don't like war metal because I don't like war metal kids. And
you don't like the
how they
people in the
act.
war metal scene?
Yeah, and well, I don't know. I feel like I would like the band members, maybe some of them. Don't quote me on that. 'Cause that it's a very slippery slope.
It is a very slippery slope, yeah.
But a lot
maybe
of
you're not
times,
you just don't like what they stand for.
There you go.
Oh shoot, don't look at my painting.
Oh, we're literally like both. I just see us both dipping into the black, of course.
No, I didn't mean you. You can look at what I'm doing. I don't want them to see what I'm doing. I want it to be a surprise because it's a surprise to me and I have no idea what I'm doing. What band was your gateway?
I want you to go first because I want to feel.
It's Metallica.
Yeah. Okay. We are. Yeah. I feel like Metallica is so many people's gateway band, but like not early Metallica. It's the Metallica that like you were talking about on the radio. It's like Enter Sandman, Master of Puppets.
Because it was
era
just
Metallica.
light enough to get you in the door, but it wasn't heavy enough to make you stay there for too long. You wanted more.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're trying to get a little bit deeper, you know? Like
Totally.
what else? And then you're all of a sudden in pig squeals and blast beats.
Mine was Sabbath. Mine was actually Ozzy solo, but then Sabbath, I remember, was like, it was unreal the first time I heard. Of course, Iron Man is just like a legendary song. It's overplayed, but the first time I heard that, I was like, yo. And now we know why I'm into stoner and doom metal, because they're the daddies. And Judas Priest, of course.
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I knew you at that Judas Priest concert. It was so good.
That was a mess.
Speaking of Judas Priest, so they came here, and it was awesome. And I was never a big fan. I knew who they were.
Mm-hmm.
My mom loves them.
Yeah,
I've heard all the songs,
of course.
but I didn't care to like know more about them.
Mm-hmm.
Should have. I should have dipped into that, because when this man came out on stage and I could see his underwear, and I just thought to myself, God, this man, he gives no fucks. And later I find out how exactly no many fucks he gives, and icon.
A gay icon in heavy metal.
Yeah.
Amazing. Rob Halford, Leather Daddy.
Yes, he is Leather Daddy, isn't he? You should have a portrait of him hanging in your bathroom. Like,
I should be painting Rob Halford right now.
you should.
Instead, I have the Sticky Fingers album cover from the Rolling Stones, which is just a man's
Go to the bathroom, I'm like,
in jeans. Yeah, right above my toilet. It's beautiful. It's a statement.
it's a statement piece.
It means a lot to me, and I think it goes really well there. What is your current favorite band? I guess you could say like top 5 or like.
Well, okay, Slipknot.
They're like forever. They really are.
Slipknot is my all-time favorite band. They're grandfathered in.
Yeah.
But my favorite band for like at least the last 2 years has been Humanity's Last Breath.
Oh yeah.
I can't get enough.
I was really stoked when you showed me them.
Yeah.
Very
They go hard and they stay hard.
You hear that? Just like the picture above my toilet.
Yep.
Stays hard.
It's a statement piece. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Stop.
I've lost everything. I've lost all hope in humanity with this painting already.
Last breath.
With this last breath. One of my like go-to bands that I always listen to is Monolord. In addition to, I'm really digging Black Breath lately, which is like completely opposite. And Hellripper. Oh,
You
also
and I have
opposite.
like totally different tastes, and I love it.
At the moment, though, but if you put on Left to Suffer, you know your girl's throwing hands.
You're welcome.
What was the last band that you got a chance to see live before the COVIDs?
That would have been my own band.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Planet Killer shout out. Shameless self-promo.
Well, it's not like I was seeing myself, but like I was seeing all of you lovely folks. But the band that we played with, so it was a 2-band set. I got to watch The Unending, which is another local homie band.
Yeah.
So that was
guys.
really cool. I'm sorry you didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I was literally I stood outside and just like pressed my hands against the window, waiting for an opportunity to get inside the show because it was sold out. Teague just freaking boopity booping on the bass, killing it.
I guess before that, like the last show that I actually got to like attend and not be partaking in was Shadow of Intent. I flew out to Toronto to go and visit the homies.
Last local show was one of the final ones at the Post, where I used to work, which was like a really, rest in peace, like the metal venue in our city.
I'm trying to remember you working there.
I've served you dozens of times.
Have you?
I have. I knew who you were.
I am not okay. I'm horrible. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
When I'm out, I get like social anxiety, so I don't.
You're just like, I need the drink and I need to
I'm
go.
not gonna like look you in the eyeballs.
Yeah.
If I don't know who you are, I'm like, you work here and I'm not supposed to know who you are because you're on the job and you're probably cranky and everything's just magical, wonderful. Please, I'll have my beer. Here's my money. Like, I don't want to like bother you in any way. So now I'm trying to remember like.
Anytime a pretty girl talks to me, I'm all game for it. So my last show would have been my last show there, which was local bands. Heavy Trip for sure. They're not local. They're from the big city. And then Farm, which is one of my good pals band. They're like a
Heavy Rush.
Heavy Rush, yes. So they're super dope. And there was definitely one other band. Could I remember? No. But the only thing I remember from that show is my good buddy Randy Peterson, who plays in Arc and Fire. He shreds.
Randy and the Boys.
Randy and the Boys. He was doing lights for that show, and in the final moments, it was the last show at Muniz. We didn't know it was gonna be the last show for a long time. I just remember like Randy and I looked at each other and we just like embraced, and tears were streaming down our face. Oh, what was your favorite concert experience that you've ever got to be a part of? Whether that's you playing or you attending.
Oh God, no. None of my shows I've ever played have been my favorite concert. I really liked The Art is Murder in Vancouver way back in like 2017. That show ripped. I don't know, Warped Tour 2016 was awesome. And then so was Slipknot.
Oh yeah, you did see them.
I did see them. And you know what? Hell yeah.
They mean a lot to you, don't they?
They do. Yes.
I'm really glad that you got to experience that. My favorite like show experience would have been the Judas Priest show, just because
Was good. It was very good.
Yeah, the sheer love I have for that band, all of the members, they were very sick. Seeing Black Sabbath was also life-changing for me, because as we mentioned, they're like an ultimate. Heron, when they played at Fernando's, was also like,
Oh yeah, okay, what's your favorite Fernando's show?
every show. Fernando's is such a cool venue.
Wait, no, I take it back because I haven't been to Fernando's in a long time. What was your favorite Muniz show?
No, don't.
Why?
Don't.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, no, I'll pick one. Okay, I saw West of Hell. This also feeds into the next question, which was like / kind of like the craziest live show I've experienced. I saw West of Hell at Muniz. It was one of my very first shows I ever went to at the Post, shortly after I moved here. And West of Hell are a super fun band. The dude brings like a grinder on stage and just like sparks flying everywhere.
You did that in Muniz?
In Muniz.
Could have light that place on fire.
Absolutely could have. And they're just ripping. They're like such a fun band to see live. And my homie now, Josh Reaver, who did not know me at the time, straight up body slammed me into the wall, hit the ground, broke my wrist. But the sickest show ever.
My craziest show experience was, I don't even remember who was playing. It probably was like Death Machine or The Unending.
Fuck yeah.
And the pit,
Boys.
like it's just a small, tiny little spot. And I stepped in because I'm shorter and I was trying to see. And I stepped into the pit by accident, like 1 foot in. And this guy who he's like 6'5", didn't see me.
Oh.
And full body checked me. And I flew like 5 feet into the sword wall. Like I winded myself against the sword wall and fell to the floor, and some guy like grabbed my elbow and pulled me up. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Don't touch me." But my craziest show experience ever was actually in 2016 in Dallas, Texas, at Gas Monkey, seeing Attila. And it was like front to back, like chest to back, swaying. I thought I was gonna die. It was just, there was too many people.
Yeah.
They threw cake in the crowd, so everything was all slippery. This guy was like crowd surfing, and he dropped right in front of me because the people in front of me, like they didn't know, and they didn't grab him, so he just fell to the floor. But he popped back up and he was like, "I'm okay," and I was like, "Holy shit!
Oh God, what's happening?"
Yeah. And then this girl, like 2 people over, she reaches out and she grabs me and she's like, "Hey," and like it's almost as if the music like muffled and it was just us in the room, and she's like, "Your eyebrows are perfect." And I was like, "What?"
What's your favorite non-metal band or group or like solo artist?
I am a pretty big fan of hip hop. However, if we're talking things I'm obsessed with right now, Ariana Grande.
She's got such a lovely set of pipes on her, doesn't she?
She does. And I mean, if we're talking about classics, then I'm a huge Backstreet Boys fan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite Backstreet Boy member?
When I was younger, it was Kevin. But then as I got older, and then I realized what bad boys were, then it was AJ.
Yeah. AJ all the way. Mine used to be Nick.
I don't
sus.
see you as a Nick girl.
I'm not. I'm definitely not. This isn't really a group necessarily, but I am like.
I said Ariana Grande, so
Fair
anything goes.
But I'm just like super invested with disco. I Love 70s disco. ABBA, yes.
So you like Thundercat?
Yeah, he do slap. Yes, I'm here for that. Very sick, very cool. On board. But yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Casey and the Sunshine Band, and just like 80s pop for days.
What's that band that sings the Burning Down the House song?
Talking Heads.
Talking Heads?
Yes. Very sick.
I love that song more than life itself. That song trumps every band, every song I've ever heard in my life. That's song comes on, and that's my soul song.
That is a banger. That is a banger.
And it's all thanks to 13 going on 30.
Yes!
What do you love about the metal community?
I just love the inclusivity of it. You're gonna meet so many different people from so many diverse backgrounds, from just like all walks of life, and they're all so accepting.
You know what's cute about you saying that is because I have the exact same answer. I like all it's the people, it's the beings you meet.
It's the beings you meet.
Because like every genre and every subgenre of metal that there is, there's always a certain type of person. Like you can pick them out. Like there's a certain person who like listens, but then a majority of them respect all the other genres.
Absolutely.
And get along with the people that like those genres. Okay, what do you dislike?
I feel like we could say this at the same time.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Elitists.
I didn't say it again. Like we already filmed this video once before, and
misses the mark every time.
It's because then I can't remember the word elitists. It totally blanks out. I fucking hate them too.
Yeah, elitists and gatekeepers, same fucking thing. This is what we're aiming to not do. Is we're not trying to be those people. It's like, you like a band? Oh, name all their albums. Oh, who's the original lineup?
You're wearing an Iron Maiden shirt? Name every album ever.
My favorite Iron Maiden album is Back in Black. That was a joke.
I was about to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's a joke!
I don't have time to know every little detail about Slipknot. No. They're my favorite band. But do I know all the things? Absolutely not. And if you asked me to name 3 songs off of any given album, I'd choke on the spot because I'm bad under pressure. But that being said, someone who does know everything and they like, okay, there's a difference between an elitist and someone who's just a big fucking nerd.
Yeah.
And I love nerds.
Yeah,
I stand for nerds.
Yeah.
I love them.
Absolutely.
I think, and anyone's a nerd. Everyone's a nerd about something. So next time you want to tease somebody because they're being nerdy about something, just remember you probably love something just as much as they do and you know everything about it. Sports guys.
Sports guys. Ew, called out. What does your family think about you being, 1, a musician, 2, a metal musician?
My parents are the reason I'm a musician. So they are and they aren't. So, you know, back in school you start playing an instrument. Just Tegan playing the trombone.
I picked up the clarinet.
The ripe old age of 12, and then I couldn't make a noise on it. So the trombone was the only one that made a noise for me. So then that was me. And I played that all the way through to the end of high school, and I got to go to Europe.
What?
Yeah.
You're an orchestral musician.
Yeah, I got to go play with
Next Planet Killer track doesn't have any trombone on it. I don't
sold
want
my
it.
trombone to buy a guitar that I don't play because I don't.
She plays bass.
Because I play bass. They're always really supportive of me doing music. They definitely don't like the tattoos or my hair. They don't like my aesthetic.
That's so wild.
But I mean, I'm also like 29, so
you're a whole ass adult.
I'm a whole ass adult. I'm doing stuff, so I respectfully disagree. That's what do you call it?
Yeah.
How do your parents like it?
Oh yeah,
same thing.
Very same. Apprehensive about the tattoos, not stoked on the nose piercings, but whatever, it's a taste.
I think you look beautiful.
It's just Tegan and I simping over each other.
That's all it is. YouTube is gonna be.
Yeah. So yeah, they're like super accepting. I actually got like my first tattoo with my dad, which was cool, and they were the ones that showed me the music. So like, y'all can't take the heat. Get out of the kitchen. But yeah, so they're cool. But my grandmother is like my #1 lover. She loves the aesthetic.
I
she
love
loves
that
the tattoos.
for you.
So luckily for us, we have some very supportive family members in roundabout ways. So we're lucky there.
We are, because not everybody is so lucky.
And that's why we're here too. We'll be your supportive parents.
Yeah, that's literally the whole reason that we're here.
Your band moms.
To be supportive parents.
What are some of the bands that you've gotten into, or like the genres that you've explored more in depth since the pandemic, the panorama, the pendulum?
You have introduced me to a lot of black metal. I was deep in doom metal back in high school, but obviously we took a little bit of a little breaky poo.
Minus hiatus, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
and then it's all that dark crap. Oh, you know what? Here it is. Afterbirth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
With the tings.
The ting ting.
That might be my favorite thing that I've discovered, thanks to Brittany.
The ting ting ting.
Yeah. This is the copper cup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And likewise, with the love here, Tegan's got me mega into deathcore. Very much so. Also exploring more black metal as well, thanks to our homie Chris. She's a goddamn angel. Really gotten me into stuff like that.
Try not to let your boyfriend influence you too much, because you have your own ear holes.
I know, I have a really big problem listening to stuff that he tells me to, but it's all good. Like, it's great stuff, and I hate myself for only now getting into Bolt Thrower and Cryptopsy and fucking Pig Destroyer.
If you want to get into something new, just listen to my Nickelback only playlist on Spotify.
Don't
just
come
a small plug right there, boys.
Literally Tegan's favorite band.
Just gonna call me out like that on live TV?
Like on national television.
On national television? Just gonna throw me under the bus like that? She's not wrong.
To top this off, what would you say? I mean, you've said it a bajillion times. Nickelback is your favorite band of all time. But what is your favorite band of all time? Who is?
It's Slipknot.
Yeah.
I've said it many times. And I'm not saying I like every single Slipknot album.
Yep.
Right? Like, you are entitled to your opinion, and you don't have to like everything they've done.
I wish I was as cool. I hate myself for this, but Led Zeppelin is my favorite band of all time.
And that's okay, because
they're so controversial, and I know that. Okay, I know that. Maybe it's the nostalgia now. Maybe it's just because they have riffs for days and I love Lord of the Rings. Okay, I don't know. I also love hot ladies, and that's a lot of what they sing about. And my entire sleeve of tattoos is dedicated to them, and I hate myself for it, and I know. Okay, I know. End of story.
End of story.
And that's that.
Bad on that. Thanks very much.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
3 hours later.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. Yay!
Did it!
I like
so pretty. Can I have it for my house?
Yes.
You
Want
can
to swap?
swap? Yes. I didn't paint the edges. Rookie. Aw. Well, that concludes the metal tag and getting to know us and our hot takes.
Sorry if we offended you.
I'm not.